On March 14th, as you're well aware, Trump went to the Justice Department, and he made a speech in which he denounced judges as corrupt, prosecutors as deranged, political opponents as scum, as you've said, January 6 defendants, including violent defendants, as political prisoners. And those were sentiments that, for example, Senator Amy Klobuchar said were totally disgraceful. Do you agree with her?
I think it saddened many people who worked in the Justice Department and who hold the Justice Department in great reverence, you know, and who have received awards and so on in the Great Hall of the Justice Department. For a lawyer, it's often the pinnacle of one's career to be mentioned in the Hall of the Justice Department for one's achievements in furtherance of the rule of law. So to see a speech in that location lambasting opponents as scum and lowlifes, you know, I frankly took as it's a sad occasion.
Then he went on to mention you by name in what you or I might regard as a badge of honor. And this is what he said.
Persecuted my family, staff, and supporters, raided my home, Mar-a-Lago, and did everything within their power to prevent me from becoming the President of the United States. With the help of radicals like Mark Elias, Mark Pomerantz, and these are people that nobody's ever seen anything like it.
Did you have anything to do with the raid on Mar-a-Lago?
Of course not. I was a prosecutor for a time with many, many others, and you try to follow the law and the facts to the best of your ability. But look, I'm not here to stick a pin in the side of the most powerful person on the planet. But I also have no regrets about the things I did as a prosecutor and as a practicing lawyer over the years. And I can say with no hesitation that anything I did as a prosecutor was in the effort to follow the facts where they led, to follow the law. And you put outside of your thinking the politics of the person you're investigating, because that just doesn't belong in the equation. Just as a surgeon, you know, if you're taking out someone's spleen, you don't ask yourself as you make the incision whether the person on whom you're operating is a Republican or a Democrat. You try and do the best job you can. And prosecutors are supposed to act the same way. You take a look at the facts, you take a look at the law, you weigh all the surrounding circumstances, and you try and reach a legitimate decision. And that's all I ever did.